Well, pollution has long been a major headache for residents in the Indian capital, New Delhi. To address the problem, the city's government put in place a policy to promote the use of electric vehicles. Priyata Brajbasi reports.
The smog of winter in the city of New Delhi, something residents have been living with for the past 2 months. India's national capital is one of the most polluted cities in the world. The Delhi government's plan to tackle the problem is a switch to EVs. In a city known for traffic chaos as well as traffic pollution, it is the emblematic rickshaws that have been the most successful in driving green change on the roads. The highest EV adoption rate is among rickshaw drivers, though these vehicles constitute only 16% of all vehicles in Delhi. Almost 1 in every 50 of these rickshaws plying the streets of the capital is electric run. Sunita Chaudhary was the first woman auto rickshaw driver in Delhi when she started 19 years ago. Over her career, Sunita has seen the transition of rickshaws from running on fuel to compressed natural gas and now on batteries. She says while she's happy that her vehicle is emission-free, facilities set up by the government for recharging or exchange of batteries are not adequate.
ये ग्रीन बैटरी मिल जाती है तब वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा चलती है और अगर ये जो ऑरेंज बैटरी मिलती है ये थोड़ा कम चलती है। अगर हमें ये बैटरी मिल गई तो हमें 3 बार रेलवे स्टेशन जाना पड़ता है क्योंकि वो 80 किलोमीटर चलती है। अगर हम ये सोचेंगे यार काफ़ी देर लगी, कई बार भीड़ भी होती है।
The Delhi government has ambitious EV plans. It says 1 out of every 4 vehicles sold in the Indian capital will be an EV by 2024. A big part of the government's policy is to accelerate the green transition in mass public transport. At the moment, 800 of the 3,700 buses run by the Delhi Transport Corporation are electric, and it's the city with the largest number of electric buses in the country. India's Prime Minister has set the target of 2030 for a third of all new vehicles to be electric. But while Delhi is leading in EV adoption, experts say that the city will face problems in sustaining its EV transition. Delhi's renewed EV policy focuses on retrofitment or converting existing eligible fuel-run vehicles to battery-operated ones. But it hasn't seen many takers during the testing phase.
It's just too expensive to install a new electric powertrain and on an old vehicle, and then if it doesn't make sense, that is why it hasn't taken off. So the government is right now thinking of subsidizing this system. If that happens, let's see how it works.
When it comes to commercial four-wheelers, the Delhi government is pushing for a boost in EV adoption rate here too. It has given targets to all commercial aggregators involved in passenger, delivery and good carrier services for mandatory transition from fuel or compressed natural gas to electric.
I think 1st April 2030 onwards, all vehicles which are on the platform of any aggregator, then it has to be electric vehicle. So they have to plan the entire the program, and we have given yearly targets also. So if you, I think in the first year it is from starting from I think 5%, 10%, then every year you go on increasing by 25%. So within a period of next 4 to 5 years, the new induction in the fleet, it has to be electric, and maybe additional 2 years for the old fleet, which is already doing business. So they have to convert the old vehicles also to electric by 2030.
Delhi's transport minister says creating adequate EV infrastructure in the city is a problem his government is still trying to overcome.
I think biggest challenge, one is acquiring of the bus or the vehicle, because it's a new technology. Even the manufacturers are facing a lot of issues. Battery almost it is being imported from China or some other place. I think apart from that, the second biggest challenge, rather I would say this is the first challenge, is creating the charging infrastructure either for buses, because if we have to electrify one depot, the overall time taken despite very rigorous and follow-up and closely monitoring, it's almost taking 12 to 14 months.
Green activists argue that a switch to EV isn't as environmentally friendly as many think it is. They say the electric vehicle transition will increase the city's dependency on power grids, which primarily still operate on fossil fuels. At a time when India is trying to achieve carbon neutrality, analysts say India also needs to make significant strides in renewable energy sources at the same time. Priyata Brajbasi, CNA, New Delhi.